Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Purple House. It's only been a couple of weeks since I last posted an update, but I wanted to give you an update on what's going on. A lot of action in the house, last couple of weeks. So as you can see, we've got a kitchen window, which is amazing. It's a lot larger than it was previously, so it gives a nice view to the garden. The inside of the house is now all painted with passive purple. So that's the membrane I told you about last time around. So as I'll be going through the house, you'll see it's pretty much on every single wall. There are a few places where it needs a touch up, but it is all looking purple. Apart from that, we've got ceilings that are insulated, and we've got plasterboard on top of them. The carpenters have also been cracking on with boxing in some of these steel joists, and also putting in the places where the corners and all of the little details that will then be plastered over. So as you can see, this is where the utility room is going to be. Now that the window is boarded up, it looks a little bit dingy and dark, but that's fine. Once we've got some lights in there, that will look a lot nicer. So yeah, I've got the ceilings here, the walls here as well, and everywhere. You can see obviously the first fix of the electrics is done as well. So a lot of movement. As I go through here, you'll see that they're also starting to put in the structure for the plaster to go over the staircase, and this window has also been replaced. Still need to sort out the sides of it, but that's going to happen in the next few weeks. So then the shower room currently has tools in it, but again, all plasterboarded up, which is nice. Any external wall is pink, which is amazing. Same thing in the lounge. This is where all of the network cables are going to come to. That's where I intend to put the switch. And also, I don't know if you can see it very well, but basically anywhere around the windows, they've been foamed up and passive purpled around. And in places where the gaps were quite large, the guys put in insulation. So no more gaps between the windows, which is amazing. And then as we go upstairs, you can see here pretty much more of the same. It looks a little bit pinkish here because upstairs they put a second coat on top of it of something called super grip, which is basically this compound you put on passive purple to make sure that once you put the plaster on it, it sticks to the wall basically. So again, we're on the first floor, and all of the stud walls have plasterboards on it. The inside of this cupboard as well. Here, same thing. You can see all around has been painted. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. So if you see here, previously all of this had like these massive gaps where air would escape and cold would come in. So that's all now insulated and passive purplified, so no air is going to get through it. And obviously the ceilings are done. Well, plasterboarded, they're not done yet. Olivia's bedroom same thing, plasterboard. The steel has been boxed in, and the side of the house has been passive purpled, and the gaps between the windows have been closed off. So this is the wall that I took out, and that was put back in. Again, plasterboarded for later. This is where the bathroom is. Again, more of the same. Even got our boiler. Hey, amazing. Can't quite see it, but there's a toilet already hooked up there. Well, not the seat itself, but all of the mechanisms for it. And we've got a new window up here as well. Again, the wooden frame is going to go, and it's going to be made kind of a little bit more appealing aesthetically. We've had a funny thing with the windows. Basically, the outside part of the window is narrower than the inside. I don't know, that's how they used to make windows. So that's why if you look from the outside of the house onto the window, it looks like it's basically continuous, and it just fits correctly into the gap. Whereas on this side, it is it's got this kind of like wooden frame around it. So we're going to smooth it over and basically just tile it, so there isn't going to be a wooden frame here. And then finally, last room, pretty much more of the same. You can see the ventilation sticking out, and the passive purple is on the walls. And then if I go to the attic, I'll show you, because there is one thing that's been done here. Don't mind the insulation, it's not quite right just yet, but we've got the mechanical ventilation installed. Yay! Well, it's installed, but it still needs connecting, so it's not working. But this is where it's going to sit. You can see all of the ducting up here, and yeah, it's going to be circulating the air out of the house, and fresh air is going to come in, and the heat is going to be recovered. Amazing. So anyway, thanks for watching. Things are moving really quickly, so I'm going to be posting updates quite regularly the next probably month or two. And our provisional move-in date is 24th of November. So yeah, looking good. Thanks everybody, and have a great day. See you soon.